What's up, guys? Welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. Today, we will be talking about our hero of the week, the Earth's mightiest support, Terra. Let's get started. Terra is a mid-support hero with ratings of B+ on both survivability and DPS, but with a support of triple S. What support, you might ask? Well, probably the most overpowered support in the game. Terra summons an Earthen formation that gives a buff for a total of 18 seconds. Its first effect is to reduce the enemy's defense by X amount each second. Its second effect, increasing all your allies' defense by X for each second, where X is 4% of Terra's basic attack. Now, I haven't done the math for which attack it actually calculates, the minimum or maximum attack of Terra, or maybe somewhere in between. That's calculating defense stats of heroes and fighting it multiple times. Not only that, but since most heroes' minimum and maximum damage has a huge range, it's not easily done to calculate which one is which. But let's just say it's using the minimum damage of Terra, and using my own Terra for these calculations, I will give you guys a rough idea what it is. According to my calculator, my Terra reduces the enemy's defense by 147.56. Not bad. So let's multiply that by 18. By the end of his awakening, the enemy's defense would have gone down by a whooping 2656.08 defense. Crazy, right? This would make any hero lie flat on the floor, especially if you have Sohi in your group. Not to mention, it also adds this amount of defense to all your allies. Crazy! But oh no, Terra support doesn't end there, my fellow friends. His basic attack? Well, it only does about 75% of his total attack, but it has 10% chance to stun for 1 second and also reduces their rage by 4. So, just listing his awakening and basic attack already makes him a powerful hero. But guess what? His first talent? It only increases the attack of the army by another 5% of his current defense, which, by the way, gets beefed up by both Defense 4 and Defense 5 talents. Now, he's not the most spongiest hero, mind you, but that certainly helps, doesn't it? So my Terra has a grand total of 3,689 defense. 5% of that is 184.45. Well, you tell me, that doesn't look like a big number, right? Wrong. 184.45 times 20 of your troops is an added 3,689 attack overall. Not to mention, I'm sure the heroes in your teams get this buff too, since the definition here is army's attack. That adds up to about 4k plus of attack just from Terra being in your party. So I thought to myself, well, what's the best way to show you this information? So what I did was I went to Mountain Bandits in the campaign and I did one run with Terra in the party without using his awakening and another run using his awakening. The results you can see for yourself. So, as you can clearly see the difference in using Terra's awakening and without his awakening, you are pretty much doubling your total DPS. Well, you might say, hey Munchkins, why don't you replace Terra with another DPS? Which I say to you, you can insert any DPS you want, but it won't make a difference. You will still get more DPS with Terra in your team. Leave a comment if you find some other way to do more DPS without Terra. The only one I can think of is maybe adding Arya in your group, which she can buff you for 10% of her attack, which doesn't last as long as Terra's. And the other one is Knight, I believe, which she can lower your defense, but then again, it doesn't last as long as Terra's. So after all this information, you will probably guess, hey, I need to get Terra ASAP. Well, I hate to break it to you, but now let's go with the cons. Terra's DPS is terrible. It may look like he's doing about 2k less damage than Sohi. That's not bad at all. The thing is, Terra doesn't have any talents which supports his own DPS. While Sohi has her super awakening mirror images and increasing her attack speed and getting a crit buff, Terra doesn't have any of that. This is why Terra suffers a lack of DPS. Also, his survivability, while he has all these defense plus talents, is non-existent. Terra has a terrible defense rating, which is worse than Arya. Even getting a lot of the defense percentage in his enchants will not get his defense better than Arya's. Unluckily for me, I never got any better than 2 times percent defense increasing on my armors. But you might have a better luck than me. I even spent gems re-enchanting them multiple times to no avail. So I just gave up in the end. So you ask me, so Munchkins, in the end, do you think it's worth getting Terra? Sure I do. Even with his low DPS and survivability, his support is beyond good. It's great. You will also need Terra in finishing Dominion as his assets are irreplaceable in floor 100 and up. Also, in late story mode and heroic mode, his support will help you immensely in finishing those up. In PvP, well, Terra is still viable with the right composition, though most people will pair him up with Sohi and Lucence, and the other hero can be a tank or a front DPS. And it's not that bad at all. He can still be very viable in PvP. So that's it for my thoughts with on Terra. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week's Hero of the Week. I'll leave you with a clip in Lair with Terra in my party. I only recorded the last 3 fights as they are the 5-star hero fights. I believe I only used Terra in Sohi's Awakening for about 2 out of 3 fights to show you how formidable the duo can be. Again, click like, subscribe, and share this video if you like this video. Leave a comment below if you want me to prioritize on a certain hero for Hero of the Week. Also, I will be doing a Dominion guide and tips on what to use your Honor Layer points, Legion points, and City Siege points on in the near future. However, this may lead to no Hero of the Week during that week, as I still have my day job to do and not enough time to do more than one video a week. The Dominion guide will probably take the most time as I just use the sweep feature now to get my rewards. Showing you guys gameplay footage of that means I have to redo each floor all over again. But I will try to get it done ASAP. And shout out to Shane for asking a video for Honor Layer points in Legion and City Siege points as well. In the meantime, happy gaming, guys. See you guys next week.